Hello 8th graders and welcome back. This is lesson 10.1 part 2. Make sure that you have watched part 1 before you are watching part 2. In part 1 we finished off here at example 4, so we are going to start with example 4 and then continue on. So example 4 says, in sphering, a person is secured inside a small hollow sphere that is surrounded by a larger sphere. The space between the spheres is inflated with air. What is the volume of the inflated space? So this is kind of a review of what we have been doing so far, okay? So I actually really would love to do this. This sounds like so much fun. It's like basically a giant hamster ball. So you're in this little sphere here, and I'll outline it as best as I can. And then this outer part is all, and so in between these two spheres here, in between these two circles, it's all inflated. So they're asking what is the volume of the inflated space, okay? So what I need to do is I need to find the volume of the large one, and then I'm going to subtract the volume of the smaller. So the large, or L, minus the small. So using your volume formula again for a sphere, here's your volume formula, which is 4 pi r to the third divided by 3. Now, let's look at our measurements here, because to me, in these measurements from one end to the other end, they're giving me the diameter. So I'm going to have to be very careful when I find this. So this is my diameter. This is also a diameter. So I need to make sure I'm putting in the radius. Remember, your radius is going to be half that volume. So let's find the large one. So I'm just going to label it L. Okay. So my volume is 4 times pi. This time my radius would be 1.5. I'm taking this 3 and dividing by 2. 1.5 to the third, and I'm dividing it by 3. Okay. So I would plug this in a calculator. First, take this 1.5 to the third and figure out what that is. So I'm going to go ahead and look. All right, I get 3.375. So then I'm going to take it and multiply by 4. And I'm multiplying it by my pi. And I'm actually using the pi button. If you're using like an iPhone, if you take your iPhone and you're in the calculator app, as long as you don't have the lock screen and you flip it to the longer side so that you're looking at it more like this, it will have a pi symbol in it, okay? I'm not sure 100% on if it's an Android, if this does the same thing, but again, if you have an iPhone, you can do this by just flipping your screen, okay? Then I'm going to take that number I got and divide it by 3, and it looks to be that I'm going to round this. Let's round it to the first 2 decimal places. So I get 14, it's 0.137. Let's just round it to 1/4. So that's my large one, okay? Let's plug it in for my small one. So this time I've got a volume equals, okay, 4 times pi times, now my radius is this case is going to be divided by 2, so 2 divided by 2 is just 1, 1 to the third divided by 3. So really 1 to the third is 1, so you're just taking 4 pi, okay, 4 times pi, divide by 3. And in this case, I get an answer of, let's round again to the nearest second decimal. So I get 4.19. I'll round it that way. Okay. Now they want to know what's the volume of the inflated part. So like I said, I'm going to take the larger and minus the smaller. So I'm going to take that 14.14 and let's minus this 4.19. Grabbing my calculator. And it looks to be that I got 9.95. What is the volume? We're going to make sure we're in meters. And remember, your volume is always cubed. Okay. Now, if you put in 10, that's fine. Again, You can have an answer that's slightly different depending on if you actually used the pi symbol or if you're just using 3.14. Okay? Or if you have like 9.85, whatever. As long as you have an answer fairly close to this. So this should have been kind of a review of what we have been seeing so far within those volume, because that was the last unit we did. Or the previous unit before the scatter plot. Sorry. My bad. All right, let's keep going. This next part is an on your own, and it's a what if. If you want to do it, do it. But again, sometimes I don't really like those what if questions, so just skip it. We're going to move on. Okay. So again, don't worry about your workbook right now. So what I want you to be making sure you get done though here, and you can do this within the same day today, and that's what I have on the schedule, is that you're getting it done at the same day. So it is going to be that 10.1 homework on big ideas. Okay, it's due by the end of the week. Now, if you're getting ahead of yourself on the schedule and trying to get this done, I'm going to tell you that this is not going to be on big ideas until that Monday that it was assigned. Okay, now let me double check what day that is. So for you guys, that is not going to be till the 13th. So if you're getting ahead of yourself and you're watching these videos, I'm going to tell you the homework will not be posted until April 13th. So slow your roll a little bit. Make sure you're still coming back and getting that done, though, if you come ahead and look at these notes ahead of time. Go ahead and do that IXL that you need to get done instead of doing the big ideas right away. Remember, again, it's going to be uploaded on 4/13, but it's going to be due by the 20th. Okay, actually, I think it's due that night, so that night before the 20th. So it's due on the 19th. Okay, so make sure you get this done by the 19th. Okay, let me know if you have any questions. Google Classroom, email, comment below on here as well. I'll be checking that frequently. But feel free to watch out for the next video. So next video will be lesson 10.2 that you need to get done. See you guys soon. Bye.